Okay, so I showed you this simple folding pop-up using this basic frame that we cut out and we folded back. Now what I want to do is to show you how we can make it so that we can use it to demonstrate levers and we can make it into a moving picture. So here we've got the aeroplane flying across the back, and at the front here we've got the children going round. Okay, so this is a great way to teach levers, and it also makes the pop-up then a lot more exciting. Okay, so we've got our original pop-up frame that we did. If we go back to the original cuts, you can see that there is a rectangular piece there that needs cutting out, and a rectangular piece there. It's quite faint, but it's there, so you can add to it. So you can either do that by folding it and cutting along the fold, or again easy, it's just you can just use a craft knife to cut those out. So this is still going to be the front piece. So we've just got two slots there, front, and the slots don't have to be any particular width or anything. It's just making room for our levers to come through. So now you can see that we've got a slot at the front and a slot at the top. Okay, so you take the second sheet and we've folded it in half. Now, because you know that this piece is going to fit on top of there, then this line here, or this yellow, the red and the black lines there, give you an idea of where your levers are going to go. And the same at the front here. So we can add our levers into this box. So I've got some strips of thin card, and I'm thinking that I'm going to hold that there, and I'm going to want it to move like that. And you can see that there's the box that it's going to go through on the top, and it's going to move between that point. So I need to fix this. This is going to be the back card, and that's going to fit onto there. So to make holes in here, and we're going to use these pins, expandable pins, to hold it in place. So we're going to use those to hold it in place. So different ways of making holes. So you can use one of these, which is obviously the best because it makes a nice clean hole and you've got a good reach on it. Another way of making a hole is using one of these hole punches. I won't make another hole in that one. Let's make a hole in this one. Okay, so again, we can just press down, and that's why I've got this cutting board here, so we're not cutting into the table. Okay, so this is going to fit onto here. We're going to punch through there, and we're going to connect that to our piece of card and open up the butterfly the other side. So there we go, open up this one. Okay, so there we've got our movement. So this is going to go at the back, it's going to go through that slot, and it's going to move like that. So how do we make it move? We make it move by adding a piece of card here, and that's going to attach to this piece of card, and then we can make that move. So inside this box, because obviously that's where the other piece is going to be, inside that box, we need to join that together. So if I just punch through there, I've got a hole. The other great way of making holes, of course, is using a pencil. You can just stick a pencil in and twiddle it round. Okay, so now I'm connecting these two levers together. I'm only connecting the first lever to the back board. I'm connecting these two levers together now. Oops. Okay, so now you can see that by pushing this one backwards and forwards, that's going to go. So that's going to be on the back, and that's this one's flopping up and down a bit. So what I'm going to do is cut a slot here to hold that in place. So just with my trusty craft knife, just cut a slot that's just going to hold that in place. So I hope I've made that big enough. Good bit of measurement there. No. Okay, so that goes through there, and when we push and pull that, that's going to move. So now if we put that together, that goes together like that, and now we've got a lever mechanism there. And obviously we can add to that, make it work.